Carabello. Their dedication to creating connections for children with cleft lip and palate and their fundraising endeavors are limitless. Zeb is a high school English teacher, and Meaghan works for Goodwill Industries of Colorado. And I'm delighted to share with you why they do what they do. Zeb began attending our summer cleft camp in 2004. The first moment Zeb walked into the lodge and started engaging the campers one by one in meaningful conversation, we knew he was special. Zeb shared his story about living with a cleft lip and palate, talking about memories he had regarding family, friends, school, teasing, bullying, and surgeries. Mostly, he shared his sense of hope. The kids were riveted, listening to Zeb's every word. It was magical. Zeb provided what we as a staff could not, real advice and real life stories. Finally, a person who understood what they had been through. Zeb had come to summer camp ever since and brought his friend Meaghan, who eventually became his wife. She has as much fun with the kids as Zeb, and together they create an energy which is infectious. They are just fun to be around, and their energy level matches that of the campers. Zeb has led our sharing circle, a place to talk about anything and everything related to having a cleft. Since its inception over 8 years ago, it has become a camp favorite. In his kind-hearted manner, Zeb gently guides these kids through emotional conversations, filling them with self-confidence and pride in what they have accomplished in their young lives. They refer to this as Cleft Strong. Involvement in summer camp then blossomed to more endeavors to support children with clefts. In 2005, Meaghan and Zeb held their first cleft fundraiser they named the Julius Carabello Bocce Ball Tournament. Annually, 250 people show up at a park in Denver, enjoying barbecue, laughs, and fierce games of bocce ball. Meaghan and Zeb spend countless hours organizing the event, from getting sponsors to donate food and beverages down to the smallest detail to ensure the event's success. Their efforts have paid off. As we look forward to our 7th annual event this summer, participants are rearranging their vacations to attend or sending donations in their absence. The Carabellos suggest a target donation, and their families and friends give and give and give some more. And to date, the tournament has raised over $40,000. In 2007, Meaghan and Zeb proposed expanding the camp program to include a winter camp. Their tireless fundraising efforts helped this to become a reality. Winter camp is totally funded by the proceeds from the bocce ball tournament, and this past February, we held our 5th winter camp. In June of 2010, Meaghan and Zeb scaled back time spent in camp due to the arrival of their first child, Maggie. And this year, they could not attend winter camp as baby number 2 was due. Nevertheless, they stayed connected by sending a letter that I read at the sharing circle. Meaghan and Zeb shared with the campers that their son was going to be born with a cleft lip and palate. They asked the kids to write words of wisdom for them as parents-to-be of a baby with a cleft. Well, this request set into motion a circle of support for the Carabellos. Zeb had provided words of wisdom over the years for the kids, and the kids were giving it back to Zeb and Meaghan with the same energy, love, and support they had received from them. His message became their message to pass on to the next generation. Luca Carabello was born on March 12, 2012, and the Carabellos have a poignant blog titled Loving Luca, where they are sharing their journey. For all they have done, and for the incredible ambassadors that they are, I am honored to present Meaghan and Zeb Carabello with the 2012 Cleft Palate Foundation Leadership Award, along with a scrapbook and memories with pearls of wisdom from the campers with all our love.
Meaghan, I think we'd like to acknowledge that I think you guys got this backwards a little bit. I feel like we should be introducing Jamie Eidelberg for all the great work she does. If it wasn't for her, there would be no camp, right? Fundraising and not. It takes a person dedicated their time. Please give her a round of applause. It's a little unique this year because, as Jamie said, we recently had a son. Luca is 7 weeks old now. He's out in the lobby here today, but born with a bilateral cleft lip and palate. So we kind of see it from a different point of view now, a different perspective. I'd like to thank everyone in this room for all you do and for how far it seems that we've come with treatment in the last, since I've been born, 33 years. And to keep going forward, I'd like to thank my surgeon growing up, Chris Weatherly White. He's not here today, but I'm sure many of you know him. And just so you know, what he did for me growing up, I still remember that every day of my life. So what you guys do, it really does have a lasting impact. You should know that from a patient's point of view. Obviously, the camp that Jamie puts on is amazing. And I feel that we do a great job medically and scientifically with what we do with clefts. I think to an extent, the psychological aspect maybe gets overlooked a little, and just the ability for kids to be around other kids who are like them is invaluable. And so I really urge those of you in the audience who might have the ability to try to start, I know there are a few other camps around the country, but to start something like this, wherever you may be, I always feel bad that if a kid doesn't happen to live in the Denver area, they might not get to attend one of these camps. And just sitting around and asking another kid what to expect with a bone graft surgery. They can vent about how when an orthodontist or a doctor asks you what flavor you want, grape or bubblegum or root beer, it doesn't matter because they all taste awful. But we can share those experiences, and it goes such a long way. And it's such a comfort knowing our son Luca will have this camp when he gets older, and that Jamie has to keep doing it at least another 16 years. Sorry, Jamie, but you're kind of locked in here. So we really urge you guys, these camps. I really hope instead of becoming the exception that these things are the norms. It doesn't have to be 5 nights, 4 nights. Even just getting these kids together every now and then in a room with other kids who they can share with each other is really invaluable. So thanks again. We really appreciate it.
I just want to echo Zeb's sentiment that Jamie does amazing work at these camps, and it's been an honor and a privilege to be a part of it. And I didn't know how important it's going to be in my life now, but I'm so glad that she'll continue to do it. And thank you for everything, Jamie. And before we leave, before I shut up, I just want to thank my husband for being the amazing person that he is, and for just getting some friends together on a Saturday in the park and deciding to raise money for the Denver Children's Hospital. It's blossomed into this amazingly huge 250 people gathering that's been able to do some great work just from a simple gesture. It's really grown. And Zeb, please know from the bottom of my heart, I'm so glad that Luke has you as a mentor in his life, and all these kids get to benefit from it at camp as well. I love you.
Chair of the Donna Krasansky Memorial Fund, will now introduce the DPMF award winner.